to meet a gardener whose relationship with his garden and also the creatures that visit runs very deep.
Gardening to me is about engaging with plants. It's watching the relationship between the flowers, the plant, and the animals, the pollinators, the insects, the birds. I don't see this as my garden. I'm just another animal living in this space.
A beautiful thing to be part of and to witness. Isn't that beautiful? Look.
My name is T.J. Maher. I'm a painter and I'm an artist, and I live here in County Wicklow in Ireland. I've been living here for 25 years with my husband Simon. I found the name Patthana in a Buddhist book in meditation, and it just meant to be present in the moment. And for me, that was my draw to that word, because I can live in my mind. We as humans, we live a lot in our minds, projecting into the future and thinking about things in the past. But animals and plants, they've always, for me, they've brought me into that moment of nowness. Colour is a huge preoccupation for me as a painter. So I'm very conscious of how I use colour in the garden and how I place colour. So here, there's a little area just beside me here. It's in the shade and it's quite dark compared to where I'm sitting here at the moment. So I have different colour palette in there in the shade. So there's a lot of different shades of green, little bits of white, soft pinks, reds, and stronger hot colours. Actually, they don't look right in the shade. They need the sunshine to sing and to show the intensity of the colour that they are. And to make a garden feel bigger, you can use colour creatively. So like you could use your softer blues, all your cooler colours you would use as far away as possible in a smaller garden. And they will give the illusion of depth, and they'll make the garden appear like it retreats, and the blues seem further than actually they are. They can appear. Cool colours will do that. The secret really is to put your hot colours close to you and keep the cool colours further away. This is all new planting. So my plan is in the autumn then to edit this. This is a colour palette between two primary colours, between red and blue. So I've brought out these plants and I'm going to audition these plants from the inner garden, and I'm going to place them and just see what they look like in the borders. Actually, that's beautiful there. Look at that. With the agastache behind. That's nice there with that. In the autumn, I'll dig up the plant from the inner garden, divide it. So next year, I know when this flowers, it'll look exactly like that. I think this is going to be nice in here somewhere. Oh, there. And it has the same colour as a Linaria Dial Park. Do you see it? Just a bigger pop of it. And it lightens the whole composition. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's painting. I'm painting with plants. This is a torque. It's a Celtic necklace or a bangle, kind of an amphitheatre shape. I used the torque as inspiration for a new part of the garden, which we only started planting last year. At its heart is a mound in the shape of a torque. But I wanted this new garden to reference the wider environment too. I've designed it around the view of the church because it's a beautiful building. So, I mean, it's our borrowed landscape. Very often there's beautiful things. It could be a neighbour's tree, something in the distance that we can bring in, because the eye, when it actually travels through the plants, the eye doesn't know what the boundary of your garden is. The eye will just travel as far as it can travel, to the hills in the background, or for me it is the mountains in the background, and the church. So for me, designing this, it was a journey of plants and the insects and colour to get to the torque. And at a certain point, you'll see that the church is actually revealed through a gate. I tilted it towards the church. So at one point in particular, while you're walking to the torque, you have a clear view of all of the church, just for a few moments. Here I am in the torque, completely enveloped in the plants, absolutely buzzing with insects.
And it's so lovely, it's so holding and nurturing, and it feels so safe to be here. I can't imagine not having plants and animals in my life. I couldn't imagine who I would be actually without them. And I love them. That probably sounds strange, but I do, I love them. I think nature knows when it's held and when it's honoured. And people come here, visitors come in here to this garden, and I'm always amazed. They always comment on how the garden feels. And for me, that's the greatest compliment, because it's what you can't see. It's the magic. And to be part of that is just, for me, that's just living my life.